Is
Celtic sea salt
healthier than regular salt? I know many of you guys use
Celtic sea salt?
You've asked me, hey, is it healthier? Because you've seen the claims out there. And there are a lot of claims saying that it is, in fact, a healthier salt. But is it or is it not? Also, I've done videos on Himalayan salt and other sea salts. Make sure you check those out because, we've talked about this as well with some of those. Okay, by the way, my source is the Mayo Clinic. I'm going to be using their source primarily for the information for this video. What they say is that
Celtic sea salt.
This variety of sea salt was originally prepared through the evaporation of seawater from coastal areas. So it's a little bit of background. I think it could be very helpful. And, a lot of this
Celtic sea salt.
we see, they claim a lot of health benefits, nutritional benefits, say that they have less processing. So you might be saying, well, what does Mayo Clinic say about that? Well, Mayo Clinic actually does say that
Celtic sea salt
is less processed than other salts, allowing for higher moisture and trace minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Okay, doesn't sound so bad, does it? But before you get too excited, I want you to listen to the next statement that they then say. This is Mayo Clinic. They say, as exciting as this sounds, though, these minerals are present only in very small amounts, and the differences are not significant enough to support associated health claims. Okay, so you might be saying, well, so what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you how I feel it means and how I explain this to patients, right? So
Celtic sea salt
very likely does have minerals and perhaps even more than table salt or other types of salts. However, remember, you can get these minerals from the foods you eat. And, you probably can get as much as you need, assuming you eat a healthy, balanced diet, you're able to eat through your gut. I mean that literally, you don't have a feeding tube or things like that, underlying medical conditions that affect absorption, blah, blah, blah. But my point being is, that's really what Mayo Clinic is kind of implicating here, is that yes, there might be some minerals and things, but perhaps not so much that you actually couldn't get on your own. So keep that in mind. And then what it says is really the salt content. And this is really important. This is probably one of the most important kickers I need you all to know. Mayo Clinic says, regardless of its origin, color, and crystal size, salt is salt. Both sea salt and table salt contain approximately 40% sodium. And guys, I don't want to give it away. Take a look at the Himalayan pink salt video I did, but you're going to hear that this is probably going to sound a little bit familiar, okay? What that means is that the risks of sodium and salt, too much salt intake, still exists with
Celtic sea salt.
That is probably the most important thing to keep in mind, okay? We talk about salt and how our culture and society consumes too much salt. That is a fact. And remember, too much salt can contribute to high blood pressure and so many other problems. That still needs to be top of mind, even with
Celtic sea salt.
Now, Mayo Clinic does go on to say, certainly you may prefer one type of salt over the other, and that's something I have found, and that may be totally valid. Also, Mayo Clinic reminds us that table salt is often mined from underground deposits and processed to remove some minerals, and is commonly fortified with iodine, which our body does need, okay? So keep that in mind. But really, when it comes down to health and when it comes down to, okay, how much sodium are you getting? Well, you know what? Sea salt actually has about 40% sodium by volume, just like table salt and many other salts. I need you to keep this in mind as you are making health decisions for you and your family. If you like the taste of
Celtic sea salt,
is a smidge here or there a problem? No. But what I'm going to say about
Celtic sea salt
is no different than what I'm going to say about any type of salt, which is everything in moderation, maybe even less than moderation, a smidge here or there. Probably okay. Make sure you follow your doctor's advice. If they have told you to really stay away from the sodium, you need to follow that. If they have given you sodium restrictions, you need to follow that. But understand, there is no magic bullet when it comes to salt, okay? Guys, I hope this is helpful. Please let me know what you think. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. I do daily videos on all sorts of stuff, including salt. On Facebook, please like and follow my page. For those of you who send stars, thank you so much in advance. On YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates. Guys, go to my website, Dr. Jen Caudle, to sign up for my free health newsletter. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. I'll see you soon.